I want more of this music that I feel is more honest and sincere. I want that to thrive more. I want to get that out into the world, and I want to run a recording studio that has more of these artists come in.
Opened in 2012, Luhaunen is home to many different businesses all dealing with music, one of which is Rasmus Brødvi's Tape Town Studios.
I think Aarhus is a good city to produce music in because that it's more loving. First of all, it's not that unhealthy competitive. Like the environment is more, I see people helping each other more. There's more of like a community feel. And here, maybe, because it's more laid back, people have, better opportunities to grow, at least in more sincere directions, I feel like.
Rasmus has worked with over 60 local and international acts. Being a musician himself, paired with his technical skills, make him well equipped to help artists launch their careers. Now, Tape Town offers musicians the opportunity to film their live sessions in the studio.
We started this thing called the Tape Town Sessions, and the thought behind that was to create a platform that shows a lot of the nice foreign bands that come, to the country and to the city and play here, and also showcases the local talent and the talent around Denmark. So it helps, of course, more than just in Aarhus. You're not gonna start a rock band and be famous in 2 years. That's a very, very small, slim chance that that's gonna happen. So people need to consider these time frames. Like what is their measurement of success, and when do they feel like they're successful, and what does it require, and how much are they willing to put into it, and how long are they willing to wait for it to happen.
Promus, a production center for music in Aarhus, provides support to local artists. Started in 2010 as part of the city's cultural policy, Promus receives 1.2 million kroner from the city each year. Jesper Mardal, who some refer to as Aarhus's godfather of music, has been involved in the local music environment for decades.
Music is vital to Aarhus because it's a part of our DNA. If we look at the emerging artists, the upcoming artists, the new talent on the stage right now, a lot of them has been through Aarhus and using Aarhus and the environment here as a playground. I think the music scene in the city is very important. There is still the established part of the music community or the music artist who still lives here, and the scene is still very huge, it's still very vital and thriving.
Fuck yeah, man!
Singer-songwriter Robert Jantovic, a native Lithuanian, moved to Aarhus 10 years ago to pursue a career in music. Robert is one of the founding members and lead singer of the new band Twin Dive.
I suppose one of the things we want to do is revive the whole rock and roll thing, which to many people say has been dead. I look at some bands and I look at my own band, and I don't think it's dead for shit, I think it's up and kicking. At this point, I've learned, or at least I got good enough to be able to just sit down and start writing from without having any excess of emotion in me.
I know I'm high, boast and busy with my masterpiece. Look, I know I'm high, know I'm high. That's the first time I ever played it to anybody. There's not going to be any yodeling in my music. One more time, yeah.
To be a studio musician, you really have to find that space in you that sort of communicates to that hypothetical audience, even though it's not there.
Come to my play! Ground!
Yeah, that was more like it. making a music video for a single called Animal. It's one of the 5 or 6 singles that we recorded recently with Twin Dive. The ideas they have, it's looking really promising. The concept, as far as I understand right now, is that she's an oracle and she spreads a spell, and then I'm being enchanted by that spell throughout the video. A lot of the resources, they come on a goodwill basis, right? Like cameras and people's time. You know, they'll do it because we tight and we like each other and let's fucking do something cool.
Friends of Robert let him film another scene from his music video at Risras, a bar in the Latin Quarter.
So I'm gonna be in that bar and then I'll suddenly become, you know, sort of disoriented.
Last one on that? Yeah.
Most of my friends, they would have, you know, like a job ongoing, and then they would do their music in the evening. It doesn't work for me. It's much better for me to pump it for 2-3 months, save up some, and then if needed be, I'll do it again.
I've had a lot of struggles finding out whether this would be the field for me to work, because there is a lot of confrontation with the industry and how to make money and being an entrepreneur and seeing yourself being a business. But I kind of decided that music has to be the gift I give to myself. I have this alter ego that I decided to call Moonbee, which is me, and then I have my astronauts.
Gry Kolding is a singer-songwriter and student at the Royal Academy of Music in Aarhus. Gry's bandmates are also students from the academy and have been playing together for nearly a year.
Writing, practicing, being in the studio is amazing. And especially because of the people I decided to work with. I really created the dream team around what I wanted to build, and of course it costs a lot of money, but it's like worth every single spent penny.
At the Institute of X in Gospenen, Gry practices with another band called Who Killed Bambi.
It's nice to be in a place, in a community like Aarhus, where the stage is kind of small and everybody knows each other. And I think that in general we're like really good at supporting the music that comes out of Aarhus. At Radar, that's called Werk Collective, which is a collective that I have together with 20 other people, where we cooperate on making different concert experiences. We would like to have like this platform where we could just play and throw crazy ideas into it, and then create these different kinds of concerts that hopefully in time people will just say, these are the ones you have to show up for. My goal with music is to touch people in some kind of way. Maybe to go away, if I have a concert one night, to go away with the feeling that somebody saw them in the room, and the songs might give them a possibility to feel accepted or understood.
There is a time tiger disappear, tiger disappear, tiger disappear, get lost between the jungle trees.
Hopefully I'll live from my music eventually, but I know that this is in Danish we have this saying, mange bække små gør en stor å. It means that if you have a lot of these like small rivers, in the end you'll have a big river. So if it all like floods into the same direction, you'll in the end maybe have enough to support yourself.
I want to be a super famous rock star. You know, if you make good tracks, if you make good songs and a good chorus, people will, you know, recognize it regardless of the genre. But the pure form of rock and roll, it's very beautiful, and I think the world needs it.
You know, fuck that steak. You know, quit your internet. You know, stop watching TV. You know, move into a cheaper apartment. Move outside of the city. You know, if you want to be a rock star, write more songs. You're not gonna go. You know, you're not gonna go get hammered every night. That's not being a rock star.
Sometimes you just have that one song that hits you at the right time in your life, when everything sucks or is absolutely amazing. And that one song becomes the soundtrack to that part of your life. And that's really a strong thing to be able to do to people, to recall things that might be really far away in the history.